Howdy y'all, I'm Jacob. Welcome back to the ranch. We're picking up with fall seeding, and I've had to recruit some volunteers. We've got a lot to knock out and not a whole lot of time to do it, so let's get into it. Mentioned in the last video that we were looking for a way to be able to plant seed in the pasture without tearing up the grass that's already there. And to do that, we decided to pick up a new tool. So this is a no-till drill that we're going to use on a couple of different properties to try and see if we can get some seed in the ground to help improve the soil and give us something to graze over the winter. Mike and I have been working on this all morning, trying to get all the kinks worked out of it and just try and learn about all the different settings that it has. This drill is set up to where you have a front and back seed box on it, and one of them is meant for large seed and the other is meant for either fertilizer or small seed. It doesn't really have a grass box on it, if you will, but I think it's going to work for what we're going to want to do. So our next step is I want to get it loaded down with seed, and then we need to do some testing to make sure that it's calibrated correctly to put out just the right amount. Alright, so the seed we've opted to go with is going to be a mix, but it's predominantly triticale and ryegrass. And then we're going to mix in a bunch of smaller seed and use the triticale primarily as the carrier for it. And the smaller seed we're using is going to be a mix of clover. We have purple top, turnip, daikon radish, and alfalfa. You missed all the fun.
I missed all the fun?
Yeah.
Stir it. Stir, Laura, stir.
See all the nice colors in there?
Got some pretty colors.
Careful, there's a bar in there.
Yeah, I kind of stuck my hand on it.
So if we calibrate this right, it should do about half of the front pasture.
That feel better? That feel better? Hmm? Miss Bella? Miss Bella, Miss Bella?
calibrate this drill, the manufacturer provides a procedure that we're going to knock out here. This process involves shutting off all the seed cups and collecting the output going to a single disc as you drive for about 100 feet. You then weigh the seed that is collected and compare the measurement to expected application rate and adjust the seeding accordingly. We got pretty close to our desired application rate, but we did end up applying about 50 pounds more than we wanted to over the 10 acres that we're knocking out here. We got lucky. This only took us about 10 tries, but I'll save you from having to watch that. Well, had our first major issue. As you can kind of see, something's missing. So I guess when we were out here tightening bolts down, I missed one. The bolt came off that, or the nut came off that U-bolt. So, took that cutter off. Doesn't look like the frame's in too bad a shape, so I'll have to get a new U-bolt for that. But took that cutter off and I'm going to see if I can get back to work. Well, we almost finished. I think I'm going to have some learning to do on calibrating this drill. It seems to have done okay. You can see where it cut. And in some of those spots it did. Let's see if I can find one. Yeah, there we go. It did bury the seed up pretty well. But there are some others where it did not. So that's probably a little bit of user error. Maybe some more I can fix with calibrating it. But I think we've got maybe a quarter of this field left. And then we still have to do the south field. So we've got rain chances later on in the week. So we're going to try and get this done here in the next couple days, so that it's all in the ground if and when we do get rain. Alright, so I will pick up with the south field and what's left of this field tomorrow. I have to say, I'm pretty excited about seeing how well this drill does. Never used one before. I think it's doing a pretty decent job getting the seed in the ground, especially as dry and hard as the soil is. We got a little bit of rain on Saturday morning. I think that's helping with getting the seed in the ground, but it's still pretty dry. I have to say I was pretty apprehensive and hesitant about picking this up because I didn't really know if it was going to work out or not. But so far, I think it's doing okay. I had a couple of my friends help convince me. So, Trey, Kelly, if you're watching, thanks. I think this is going to work out pretty well. But I think Boss Lady may need to talk to y'all. Well, I didn't get home as early as I had hoped, and I'm losing daylight. So I'm going to get back to seeding, and I hope to catch y'all next time on Wag Ranch.